Welcome to the Moor Zion Trading Post, where we trade in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm happy to be here with you today. I want to share a little information very briefly with you on the Moorish Jews, the Moorish Zionst Temple of Moorish Jews. This is a unique subject matter, and I want to share with you coming from the Facebook page or Facebook group called Moorish Americans, Moors in America. And going back to February 7th, one of the posts made by Hashem Ali Jabbar, a Moorish American, who posted, "Have you ever heard the Prophet Noble Drew Ali attended services or was a member of the Moorish Zionst Temple of Moorish Jews?" You can see here, there's over 33 comments, and there was a heated dialogue. Maybe it wasn't so heated, but there was a rich dialogue and exchange on this very topic. The Moorish Zionst Temple of Moorish Jews. You can see here a group of individuals standing in front of a Hebrew sign, the Star of David. It says the Moorish Zionist Temple of Moorish Jews there in English. You can read the Hebrew. Soon we're going to have a special guest that's going to break down each letter for us of the Hebrew. And you can also see 127 West 137th Street, NYC. You can see it looks like somebody's getting sworn in. That is known today as Mordecai Herman. They look like they're being sworn in. He had their hand on a book, maybe the Torah, with his hand in the air. Isn't that interesting? Similar to the 5 and 2, like some of the Moorish Americans do. But let's look at some of these comments. The comments got very interesting. Let's look at some of these comments. We have over 33 comments here. Let's see. If I mispronounce anybody's name, I apologize. Hujo Adwoel says Josiah Ford is quoted by Drew Ali in Moorish literature. There is no doubt a connection. Mikhael, nope, he was not a member of such organization. The most likely were a branch off from the Moorish Zionist Temple. So you can see that these replies. I see, responds Hashem Ali Jabbar, the author of the post. What sources are you pulling from? Or where have you heard such from? The reply, you mean the Canaanite Temple, MST of A, which is Moorish Zionist Temple of America, wasn't founded during that time, says Kelly Allen. Hujo Adwoel, Josiah Ford is quoted by Drew Ali in Moorish literature. There's no doubt a connection. Derek Rials, yes, and not only him, but W.D. Farrar and Timothy Drew also. Derek Riles said this was founded in 1929. Lots of good dialogue on this post. Tremaine Dukes Bay says that's where the Hebrew Israelites came from. Taharka Aboka Bay talk about it all the time. Sister D. Murphy Yale, it's all in the DNA. Moors and Jews were banned from Spain together. Folks is attracted to what's inside of themselves. Commission Adept Hierophant, he says it was established in 1919 as an offshoot of the Moorish Divine and National Movement. 17 replies, oh boy, look at that. Commission Adept Hierophant says the Moorish Zionist Temple of Moorish Jews was founded in 1889 by Leon Richelieu, and after his death, Mordecai Herman took over and Timothy Drew, Elijah Poole were raised in the organization, and W.D. Farrar was a part of it before they all left and went to the Egyptian mystery schools and were taught. And they then came back and formed the Moorish Science, and there was a dispute. So W.D. Farrar and Elijah Poole separated and formed the Nation of Islam. Now you know how it all went down. Oh boy, look, view all 16 replies. It's getting interesting. 16 replies, okay. Commission Adept Hierophant, he comes back with an article. He says, the article says, the spiritual head is Rabbi W.A. Matthews. This congregation was founded in 1919 by Rabbi Matthews. There are 3,500 Black Jews in Harlem, 800 of whom are attached to this congregation. Included in the congregation are a few white Jews, but there isn't any cooperation or religious fraternizing between the Negroes and white Jews in New York. Many of the Black Jews came from North Africa, where Jewish culture flourished during the 16th and 17th centuries. They were driven from the continent by Protestants and Catholics. In Brooklyn, there was a small Negro Jewish congregation under the leadership of Rabbi Jacobs. The name of the congregation is Moorish Zionst Temple. All right, so it's getting interesting there. Well, Commission Adept Herald replies, there are a number of Black congregations and Black Jewish congregations in New York City and elsewhere in the United States. The Commandment Keepers are said to be the oldest of these sects. It was organized by Rabbi W.M. Matthews, New York City in 1919 at the 19th anniversary, 1934, of the founding of the Commandment Keepers. 9 Negro rabbis were present. The Commandment Keepers, according to Rabbi Matthews, was the forerunner of all such sects in Harlem. The group, organized in 1919, received its papers of incorporation the following year as the Commandment Keepers. Rabbi Matthews was the first president and to this day, the only one. In 1923, Rabbi Mordecai Herman, now dead, organized the Cushion Congregation of Black Jews. His flock was split by dissension in 1925. Soon his church was merged with the Beth B'nai Abraham, also known as Abraham, movement of Rabbi Josiah Ford, and the Cushion congregation lost its identity. The Beth B'nai was a name to deal with until 1929, when Rabbi Herman was halted to court by Rabbi Ford, charged with misappropriating funds. The charge was dismissed, but the incident divided the flock into 2 camps. Rabbi Ford departed for Ethiopia and Rabbi Herman died, and that was the end of Beth B'nai. The record of the years which followed is a record of the growth of the Commandment Keepers. Rich dialogue here. Documentation beats conversation, and the general opinions of men will never alter the nature of truth. In response, they're going back and forth. Matthews founded the Commandment Keepers with Arnold Josiah Ford. I've been in this for over 40 years. While you're still talking, family, I produced evidence. Matthews was not part of the Moorish Zionst Temple of Moorish Jews. He, along with Arnold Josiah Ford, started the Commandment Keepers. So why did you put this up? Leon Richelieu started the Moorish Zionst Temple of Moorish Jews in 1889. I gave you the pathway to look it up. I already know what went down. This is your truth. Have at it. Just don't spam my page with your opinion. I don't know why one's attempt to try it with you, Moabite. Typing and showing proof is never the same. I laugh at ones who move on the internet, stuck on emotions and lack scholarship. This is a rich dialogue, facts. So show proof. If not, respectfully, let the peace be still. In over 40 years, surely you can do more than type your thoughts. Most humans always be wrong when they thought. Either you're a knower or not. So this dialogue goes back and forth. You can see here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, somebody else put in that group. It says Nabi Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, was the royal regent of the empire, Washata de Dugdamunja, Moors, and the 5th Marquis de Maison Rouge was the founder of the Old Canaanite Temple, 1913, the Holy Moabite Temple of Science of the World, 1916, the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, 1916, the Moorish Divine and National Movement of the World, 1916 through 1919. During the same year, 1916, the so-called Jewish people established the Zionist movement. The Moorish Temple of Science, 1925-1926, and the Moorish Science Temple of America Incorporated, 1928. Note, in 1929, just a year later, the Vatican followed suit and formed the Papal State, being incorporated in Rome, Italy. It was a family member of the Tunica Turner tribe. Prophet Noble Drew Ali's mother maiden name was Turner. Her name was Eliza Turner. Before 1910, Timothy Drew, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Nabi Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, was a member of the Moorish Zionist Temple in Brooklyn, New York, founded and established in 1899 by Leon Richelieu. Moorish Zionist Temple, hence the origin of the name Moorish Zionst Temple of America. Phonetically, Zion sounds close to the word science. Prophet Noble Drew Ali in 1913 moved to Newark, New Jersey, and formed the Canaanite Temple. 1913 happened to have been the same year that the Federal Reserve Bank, the Internal Revenue Service, and the Birth Certificate Department were all formed. These are not mere coincidences. All Moorish groups are part of the Moorish Divine and National Movement. Therefore, we of the United Washita Dug Damunja Moors do not debate on who is the rightful Khalifa successor. There is no proof of anyone. It is all mere opinions and speculations. Whether it's Edward Mealy Eel, Johns Given Eel or Ale, Charles Kirkman Bay, David Ford Ale, Master Farad Muhammad, the Dingle Ale brothers, Timothy and Richardson, or etc. It does not matter. We are all Moors, by real law, birthright, and nationality, blood, heritage, lineage, not by colorable law organizations, society, or tribal nation affiliates. What a rich dialogue back and forth that's going on. Over 33 comments from that one post. Have you ever heard the Prophet Noble Drew Ali attended services or was a member of the Moorish Zionst Temple? We looking again at that great picture. A lot of information going on, a lot of dialogue going on, and we are setting the stage to hear from the fifth rabbi of the Moorish Zionst Temple of the Moorish Jews. We are setting the stage to hear from the fifth rabbi of the Moorish Zionst Temple of the Moorish Jews. So we're looking forward to that as we continue to share some of this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding found here on the Moor Zion Trading Post and Botanica. We look forward to talking with you soon and very soon. Wishing you all peace and blessings.